Good morning, citizens, and welcome to another mini tutorial. This one all about the jump drive and how to speed up your travel times going around the verse. Trying to keep this one as quick as possible, so here we go. So right now we are over the planet Hurston, flying around, and we would like to head to another location, head to somewhere in space. So to turn on your jump drive, just tap B. Now we tap B and all these markers are red. Red means we can't jump to anything. If I point at one of these markers, it will tell you that we need to exit the atmosphere. So if you start at Lorville, start at Area 18, start at New Babbage, just head up into space. It'll be a quick jaunt to get in there. If you have started at Orson, it is going to take you much longer. So I'm going to mouse wheel up just to go a little bit faster here. We're at about 5,700 right now. We need to get to about 10,000 to get to the height of the height that you need to get out of a planet or a gravity well of a moon is a lot less. And a lot more in some other areas. So we're looking at moons for a few thousand. We're looking at New Babbage, I believe, about 11,000. But there we go. We've just hit 9,000, and some of these markers have turned red. We are now in space. So the easiest thing to do if you want to travel to someplace is just point at one of the blue markers. So we're going to point to this orbital marker here, orbital marker 2, and it's going to start calibrating. Once the calibration is done and it's ready, hold B. Now, if you hold B and nothing happens, there is sometimes still an error. The way to fix that, look away, look back at it, wait again, let it calibrate. Once that happens, you can hold B. So now I'm actually going to hold B, hold it, and we're jumped, and we're there. One thing to remember, every time you jump, your landing gear, if it's out, will retract. So if you're going to jump to a location and then you're going to land, make sure that you hit N to put your landing gear back out. Now, longer distances, we'll have a bit of a cooldown. So we're going to now jump to the moon of Ariel. So we're just going to aim at here again. Once it's calibrated, hold B. And watch on the right side of this circle here. It's going to have a cooldown period. It's not going to be very long, but the cooldown period will happen. And a longer jump, if I was jumping to another planet farther away, it would take a while before you can jump again. So here we are, cooldown, very quick. You can see how quickly that happened. If I jumped all the way to, say, Microtech, it would be much longer, maybe up to 20 seconds. Some ships are very slow to cool back down. Some ships are fast. But that is the basics of jumping. Now, if you want to jump to a specific location, just hit F2 and then choose the location. Say if I wanted to jump to HURL4, one of the Lagrange points, set route. Now, all those targets, all those potential targets that you saw have disappeared, and there's only this one up in the corner here. And that is the one that we're aiming at. That's the one we're doing. When you're done jumping, just tap B as opposed to holding it. Turns your engine back off. I'm going to go over now some of the different shapes of the different icons that you'll see on your HUD and how those help you navigate around the verse as well. So here we are over the planet of Hurston. Our jump drive is spooled up, and we have a number of symbols to look at, both symbols in space and symbols on the ground. Now on the ground, the first symbol you'll see is up here. We have a hexagon shape, and down here we have a hexagon shape that is dashed. Those are both outposts. An outpost that is solid like this one here is on this side of the planet, where an outpost like this one with a dash line is on the opposite side of the planet. You can see this one is 1,773 kilometers away. This one here is 1,228. So this one's about 500 closer. Those are outposts. Those are on the planet's surface. The only other planet surface symbol you'll see will be a major city. So if we just rotate around here, we can see here there's 3 outposts on the side, and then there's this home plate looking design right here. The home plate looking design is Lorville on Hurston, and this is on this side of the city. It is facing us, whereas if it is a dash line, and I'll put a little image of a dash line up in the corner here, you can see that means it's on the opposite side of the city. So if you're on the dark side of the planet and you want to get to the light side, you can always jump to an outpost that is opposite from where you are. The other symbol we can see here, we have this rectangle, or not rectangle, this square. This square is a station or a port. So this would probably be Everest Harbor, and it is. So we're going to jump to Everest Harbor. So what we're going to do is we're just going to aim towards Everest Harbor until calibration is ready. We're going to hold B. We're going to jump there right away. Now, besides the square, we do also find squares that are on a bit of an angle. And here's one here. We can see a square on an angle. A square on an angle is either a Lagrange point or an orbital marker. And when we go over this, it says OM6. That means orbital marker. Orbital markers are around the planet. So if you need to get around the planet quickly, going from Everest Harbor to orbital 6, and then we're going to go aim back at the planet. We're going to find another orbital marker. Here's one here, orbital marker 2. This is a very fast way to get around any planet is by using orbital markers. Lagrange points are out in space, tend to be covered with asteroids. So if you're looking for a place to go do some mining with a prospector, any of the Lagrange points. So if I hit F2, we can see here anything with an L. L3, Lagrange point. This is Lagrange point. Hurston here. HURL2, which is right here. If I click that and click select route, then we're going to aim towards it. So now we can see up here is a little arrow showing me that's the direction I need to go to aim towards what I'm looking for. And there is Lagrange point. Again, a sideways, like a 45-degree angle square, like a diamond. That's what we're looking for. Now I'm going to hit F2 again, and I'm going to clear route, so nothing is set. Hit F2 to close that. Now when I turn on my jump drive again, we have all these markers up again. We have some that are blue, some that are red. You can see some red ones here and the blue ones. Red usually means either obstructed, so if we look here, these are obstructed by the planet that's in the way, or you don't have enough range. Now, there are some other symbols to look for. This is one right here. You can see it's a circle with a small circle. That is a moon. So this is the moon of Aberdeen. Now, if I'm going to set, say, a planet, we'll just go with Microtech. We'll set that. And now if we aim up at Microtech, you'll see Microtech is a circle. So as opposed to a moon, a circle with a circle, Microtech is just a circle on its own. And those are all the symbols, kind of explaining what you're looking for and how to get to them. Now the last thing is you want to know what range you have. Up here is my current fuel, 571.59. To get to Microtech is going to take 350.05. So if I have lower fuel, we can see my fuel for Quantanium is this bar right here. If I only have about half a tank here, I won't have the range to get to that location. And I'm going to have to do some refueling, which if you watch my mini tutorial on refueling, you'll see how easy it is to do that. So that's it. Jump drives. Just that easy. I hope this was helpful, and I hope to see you soon in the verse. Thanks for watching, citizens. Goodbye.